In New York, voting instructions in English, Chinese, Korean, and Spanish are posted at every voting booth. Critics of the New York City Board of Elections argue this is not enough.
Yes, there is a naturalization test in English, but the level of English that you have to learn in order to pass those tests doesn't even compare to the kind of fine print that you have to read to understand a ballot referendum in New York State.
Some voting advocacy groups say for naturalized citizens to vote responsibly, there is a need not only for more translators, but the translation of more languages.
A lot of the issues have to do with whether or not the Board of Elections in New York City has enough qualified interpreters to provide bilingual assistance at the polls for people who need it.
In addition, some Chinese American community groups are asking to have the names of the candidates written in Chinese characters. The city says bilingual ballots are impossible with the lever machines. At a recent press conference, the board announced it's prepared to handle the crowds.
Done the best that we can, and we expect that there will be satisfactory coverage.
The board says there will be more than enough translators in whatever language is requested.
We have reached out through and in fact settled litigation involving this and solicited the assistance of the good government groups and the people in those communities to help provide us with sufficient translators.
Some legal experts say language barriers will always be a problem in New York.
In New York, we have large linguistic minorities in much more than those four languages. But the way the law is, there's not enough of them to require action by law.
Both the Board of Elections and Arbor urge voters who need a translator to call the phone bank at 866-VOTE-NYC.
Let's keep trying. That's what I can say.
The short answer on practical advice to that is keep calling.
Some don't think this will work.
I always call the Board of Elections, but where does your phone call go beyond that? On that, everybody, that whole, the entire office will be bombarded with calls.
Proof that making sure everyone gets to vote is more difficult than it seems. Vanita Singla for the New York City News Service.